The drinking age here is 18. I work at a club with crazy hours, so one Saturday morning after work, some of my coworkers and I decided to have a few beers in my house. There were 4 of us, ages 32, 27, 25, and 19. Working in a club, we're used to seeing people become trashed, so we realized the value of recognizing our boundaries. Nobody was compelled to drink. We'd all worked 10 hours on our feet, so there were only 4 women sitting around a coffee table with whiskey, tequila, gin, and mixers. Jenny, 19, continued to pour shots as the rest of us sipped our drinks gently. We all agreed to pace ourselves and take Ubers home once we were inebriated. Then the drama began. Jenny began sobbing, first from delight, then loneliness, and last from alcohol. She spam called her ex constantly, lost her phone, and then asked that I find it so she could call her ex to pick her up. Spoiler alert, he never arrived. Jenny refused to go home, even if one of us accompanied her. So I tucked her into my bed and told her to rest. She then asked me to cuddle her, and as I did, she began grinding on me. I instantly excused myself. Later, she exited the bedroom, returned to the couch, and began contacting her ex until losing her phone in the blankets. Then she vomited on the couch. When I went to check my room, I discovered that she had also vomited on my bed, which had spread and saturated for about an hour. Yum. Jenny handled everything with a glassy-eyed dismissiveness that some colleagues sought to justify because of her age. Every blanket in my flat came into contact with vomit. When she finally woke up, over 6 hours later, I persuaded her to agree to leave. She ignored the mess she had made. I snapped and asked her who she thought would clean up all the puke and where she expected me to sleep. She reluctantly promised to clean my bed and bedding, but she has been putting it off ever since. The bed was cleaned 2 days later, and she didn't mind that I had to remain at my partner's house in the interim. She hasn't returned the bedding she promised to dry clean, and she gets offended when I ask for updates without being overly pleasant. She blamed her behavior on drinking, and some colleagues think she's just young and going through things. They say I'm being too harsh, but this smacks of entitlement. I've been a drunk girl before, but I've always apologized for my faults. Jenny, on the other hand, seemed to believe that my life will continue as usual even without a bed or blankets. I am a broke student working in the service business, so none of this is simple for me.